This is a year 2000 ZRX 1100, and I bought it to keep it for myself. It's been a great bike, but I found one that had more stock parts on it, and the whole point of getting one like this was to have a completely stock bike. So the other one is the one I'm keeping. I just got back from the gas station. This thing runs good. I'd be just as happy to keep this one, but I wanted a completely stock bike, and this has aftermarket muffler, and it has a cut-off tail fender, which most people like, but that's not stock. Now I could get another one, but I got one on the other bike. And anyway, so I've been riding both of them. They both run the same. They both handle the same. So it came down to which one had the most stock parts. And let's see. See, the stuff is clean. This is a pretty clean bike. I have a list in my other hand of things I've done to it. Just a second here, I'll get to that. Just showing you the overall condition of it. And it now has 18,102 miles on it. It has my favorite grips. I like them because I don't have to hold on so tight. It has a G2 throttle tamer, which is a great feature. It doesn't have the round profile. It's an ellipse in here, so when you first roll on the gas, it doesn't open the carburetors as quickly, and then it goes to the standard. And you wouldn't even notice if I didn't bring it up, except that when you're accelerating out of a turn, you have so much more control. So if you're being kind of silly about it, you can control the tire spin, and the cruising down the freeway, it's much easier to hold the speed because it's not as notchy as the original. It's got new fork seals in it. Built the carburetors, and the carburetors have stock jets because I was going to get a stock muffler. I know two guys that have one. I put a stock muffler on the other bike, but most guys want this. And so I wasn't going to buy another stock muffler, put it on here just to have you throw it away. So, okay, they're synced. I put a new throttle cable in it. It's got new brake fluid. The valves have been adjusted, and I changed all the gaskets. Some guys will shortcut this and not change all the gaskets to save money, but new valve cover gasket, spark plug gaskets, and the gaskets that go under the screws, which are also pricey. This is not the seat it came with. It had a Corbin on it, and again, I was trying to make a stock bike, so I took the Corbin off and sold it and got a stock seat that's in really good condition. It's comfortable. Speaking of that, I'm gonna, with my third hand, come on, show you what's under the seat there. These have a lot of room. You see, it's pretty clean under here, and look at how deep that is. You can carry all kinds of stuff in these things. So this, I had to get this. It wasn't in here. This is the original document box, and inside here are the original tools and the original container for them. Get the seat back on here. good at this with my left hand. There we go. Comes with a factory repair manual that was used by Pete Aronson at Expensive Lightweight Stuff. The cover is kind of tired, but the rest of it's fine. I've painted the header, I've painted the grab handles, the side covers. I have 3 keys for it. These tires were on here. They're Michelin's. I don't know if you can see, there's lots of tread left on them. And these fancy ass spools here are American made, believe it or not. So it's got that on there for you. The paint on the tank is excellent. I have 3 of these ZRXs, so some of it's a little cloudy, but I think I replaced some aftermarket radiator supports with the. So this is a year 2000 ZRX 1100, runs good, doesn't have much miles on it. These engines last a long time. They're really solid. And so I've decided to sell this one. I have 3 ZRXs, and eventually I'll get down to just the one 1100, the other 1100 with all the stock parts. So this one is for sale. Thanks, bye. Oh, I'm going to start it for you. That's the other thing I was going to do. I know some of you guys like that extra noise, but I'm always speeding, so I don't want them to hear me coming, so I'm not a fan of the noisy muffler. These things have lots of power. Alright, that's enough of that. Pretty cool bike. It's for sale, but I wouldn't mind keeping this.